Hello! Hope you've been enjoying these past few episodes. We are in the Valley of Defilement, the most dreaded level in the game, actually. Yeah. Very exciting stuff. I'm pretty scared myself, actually. Right up here we actually have some giant mosquitoes coming our way. I'm gonna see what I can do here. Alright, I'm gonna back up a tiny bit. And I'm gonna equip the silver catalyst. And now we are going to kick some giant mosquito butt. There you go. So the mosquitoes drop shards of marrowstone. They have this attack. I'm not gonna show it off unless I get really unlucky. But basically, they latch onto you. You know, they stab you with their stinger, and then they suck all of the blood out of you. And it's just very gruesome to watch because they get very full. These things are probably taking like a few pints of your blood. It's not a pleasant thing to watch. So yeah. Just use projectiles, or if you have a weapon that does an overhead attack, that's an alternative method you can use to easily kill them. Just if you hear that buzzing, you know, look around you, make sure you're safe. If you aren't, just shoot them out of the sky, and that's the strategy. And then we have some of these guys to take care of. Oops, I missed everybody. Keep doing that. There we go. I just want to take care of the spearmen, because they tend to be the more dangerous of the bunch. Not to say these guys aren't, you know, don't have the capability of being dangerous, it's just, these guys are very dangerous. They're particularly dangerous. There's actually a guy up there on the ledge, if you didn't notice him, just right on the corner of the screen. He's trying to hit us. Well, I was waiting for that to happen. Yeah, that's the other thing, is that while you're on this ramp, since it's extremely narrow, if a guy comes like that and tries to push you off, it's not out of the question that you might end up falling off the cliff. Oh! Ah! He's behind me! Ah! Ah, two of them behind me. Oh my god. Okay, that guy was a ragdoll, so there's not any more behind me, but that was still pretty scary. I was scared. Were you scared? This is a scary game. This is a bit of a horror-themed RPG, action RPG, hacky slashy thing. Oh my god, no! Heal. Give me all my health back, please. Get out of my face. Give me some late moongrass, thank you, sir. Where do you all keep coming from? Ah! What do you want? Leave me be. No! Oh god. No! Oh, that sucks. I just got hit by a bunch of blood. These guys can also shoot blood at you to, I think they can poison you with that, but in addition to that, it's just kind of, you know, just to hurt you. Just to, be a jerk to you. You know, they're mosquitoes, they're gonna do that stuff. That there stuff. Okay. Who's coming from where now? Because I don't want anybody sneaking up behind me. I know that for sure. Kinda sick of that. Let's get our souls back really quickly. We wouldn't have lost that much anyways. Okay, let's take a few steps back. Maybe get a little bit better ground beneath our feet. Get our bearings. How many of you were living in there? There's still more. Like 3-4 more guys. They're just cascading off of this thing. It's great. It'd be great if they all kept spawning, and there was just like this huge pile that kept building up over there because they kept trying to jump down here too fast and all just falling at once and dying. Oh, the poor guys. Okay. So yeah, this is the end of that section over there, and if we just jump down here, we can go on ahead and get some fancy things. Now, I will explore this section of the swamp, but only very, just very specific parts I'm going to avoid. Because one specific part, if you were detected by the enemies there, there's not any chance of you surviving. Let's put it that way. It's just so risky to you. You know, like, you can't fight these guys in the state that the game, you know, kind of puts you in to fight them. Get some dark moon grass. Let's run over this way. But yeah, I think it should be a very faint light, just pretty far over. We aren't anywhere near right now, but... Wait, is that... Huh. This is interesting. I think the Valley of Defilement is a pure white world tendency. Because the only time that this lady here appears, her name is Selen Vinland, the only time she appears is at pure white, so I guess we must be at pure white. This is the first time we've been at pure white the whole game, so...
Why? You are one of the sane ones, are you not? I am Selen of the West.
Or Selen.
I seek my brother, Garl Vinland, the knight who accompanied Saint Astraea on her travels. I believe they settled here. If you happen to see my younger brother, please tell me. I must share with him the last words of our father.
That is really interesting. You know, it's funny because I have almost never had her spawn in any of my games that I've played through Demon's Souls. It's kind of cool.
I heard an unflattering rumor about Saint Astraea. Have you met that herb peddling woman? She claims that Saint Astraea is herself a demon. That woman has no reason to lie. Surely she must be mistaken.
Yeah.
I find something odd about this place. It brims with grime, but at once feels strangely pure.
I don't know what you're taking.
I find something odd about this place.
It sucks. That's what's odd about it. It's covered in poison. It's not very pure at all. I don't know what you are thinking, but lady, it ain't pure down here. No, it isn't. But yeah, Selen Vinland. Or Selen Vinland. I don't know. I don't know, whichever one you prefer. But, yeah. Okay, I'm doing my best to kind of explore as much of the area as I can. It's not as easy as one may think. Maybe this is where all those guys were falling, yeah. Yeah, this must be it, because there are like 3 or 4 guys down here. Poor dudes. They forgot they can't fly. They just fell like lemmings out of that little cave and off the cliff. Not even a chance. Oh wait, we're back here again. I didn't even think I was going around in circles, but I am somehow. I'm scared. Okay. So... I think the best way to tell when you're getting near this area is when you see those 3 faint lights in the distance. I think all 3 of those right over there, I think that they are nothing more than like stones of ephemeral eyes. So unless you really need those badly, don't bother with those, because surrounding them are either 3 or 4 giant forsaken, not forsaken. 3 or 4 of those giant dudes whose names I can't think of right now. The depraved ones. Yeah, that's what they are. But yeah, you can see the outline of the first one. Basically, there's like 4 of the dudes, and if you try and take that stash, they will overwhelm you, you will die, it will suck, and you'll regret ever having thought to do it. Anyways, up here, I think we have to kill this slug to get it. But we're actually going to get Selen Vinland's armor from this guy. It's the dull gold armor set. That's what she was wearing. It's female only. It's one of the cooler looking female only sets in the game. I don't know how many people who play female characters use it, but if I made a female character, I think that would be one of the cooler sets to have. Just because, you know, it's of the very few female specific armor sets, that one is the only one that I think looks even sort of cool, so I don't know. It's just my personal taste, but a lot of the female only equipment isn't that great and doesn't look that cool, so it's kind of a bummer. But everybody can wear, you know, stuff like brushwood, that sort of thing. The bad thing is that female characters can't wear stuff like the dark silver armor, and that's really cool armor. I love that armor, but yeah, for whatever reason, you can't wear it if you're a lady. See, right here, we have a bunch of slugs falling almost out of nowhere. Well, no, not really out of nowhere. Oh my god, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die. If I keep doing that, why am I doing that? I'm being an idiot. That's what I'm doing. Okay, I'm not dead yet. Let's unpoison ourselves. So that is an example of how not to take on a bunch of slugs. I don't think these are phosphorescent slugs anymore, since they don't have that glow to them. They're just sort of swamp slugs. But still, they drop the same exact stuff as the phosphorescent slugs, so getting a little bit of lag. I think it's just because of the sheer amount of slugs that are crawling around. Anyways, if you look up, you'll actually see the source of the slugs. It's kind of dark, but you can see there's this huge mass of slugs, and they do spawn infinitely. It's not really a great place to necessarily grind, but definitely a place to find a lot of slugs. You know, just constantly kill them. Still, though, I don't know. For the most part, you just want to ignore it for the moment. And let me switch back to the catalyst. Let me stretch my arm out. Okay, good. I didn't mess up the video. Oh, it's just my arm is killing me. Did I hit one? No, I didn't hit either. And I don't have any magic left. Okay. I didn't need to use the old spice. Could have just used fresh spice, saved myself some magic, but you know, whatever works. Okay. Wow, came around the side. See, that's the thing. They don't have to worry about the swamp water. I was expecting him to come through the main path since there's no swamp water there. It wouldn't slow him down, but it wouldn't have slowed him down in the first place. Anyways. Get away. Heal up. Ow! Yeah, a fat lot of good that did me in the end. Hit me anyways. You really have to dodge these guys. I don't think you can block them. And if you can, then it completely stuns you, because, you know, that stuff is just nasty, you know. They hit very, very hard. They're some of the hardest hitters in the game, so obviously it would be kind of disappointing if they didn't absolutely murder you with even a single swipe. Anyways, I think we've gotten most everything of significance out in the swamp. The dull gold armor is probably the most significant of anything I could think of out there. Oh boy, I think we attracted the attention of the shaman as well. He casts, I think, poison cloud, something like that. So yeah, it's something to be careful of. There we go. There he is. He's coming up behind us. I think he's gonna cast it. Yeah, there he goes. Yeah, we've been poisoned. Okay, good. Managed to get him just in time. Now we can take care of the shaman. Distinguishing feature of the shaman is that they have those glowing purple eyes and sort of the aura around their bodies, and that they cast poison cloud, but luckily, you know, we can just get rid of that with just a normal Royal Lotus. We don't have to wait for it to time out or anything. So that's good. It's not all bad. I wonder if these slugs are chasing me. Because that's the second one. Oh, there's a third one. God, there's a lot of slugs. Too many slugs. Anyways. Yeah, and there's another one. God, they're everywhere. Slug migration. Anyways, I took out the wand, or the catalyst rather, because we have another bout of mosquitoes on the way. You can just run from them if you absolutely have to. I'm just gonna kill them because, you know, why not? So they shoot their poisoned blood sacs at you. It's pretty gross. Just not very pleasant enemies. Pretty gross enemies here. It's all about grossing you out, man. That's the whole point of this level. The whole point of this world is to be disgusting. It's wallowing in its own filth. That's what this level does. Okay. So I'm gonna whoa! My god, game, sudden camera changes suck, and they make me die sometimes, and I'd prefer if you didn't use them. Use them very not often, because using them at all tends to get me killed. There we go. Okay, we're actually, whoa, see? Stop doing that! Game! It's scaring me. Anyways, what I was saying is that we are coming up to a, sort of interesting cameo item, only if you're really a hardcore From Software fan, and if you know, their big flagship series, and sort of the, spiritual prequel, kind of the, father to this game, I guess. That's what a lot of people say. I don't personally see the connection, but I don't know. I'm not one to judge. Either way. So we're up here. Got this big thing of slugs. And, what else to do? But, hack at it. So yeah, what you want to do is you want to hack at this big thing of slugs until it falls. And once it falls, it leaves a very fancy item in its wake. We can actually drop down. They leave us a path. We can drop down and go on ahead and get this fancy item. I wish I had an area of effect spell so I could take care of these things, but I don't. So I'm gonna have to jump in there, pick it up, and run out. I don't want to die. But yeah, basically drops all the slugs. You can drop down, pick it up. It's the Large Sword of Moonlight. And the Large Sword of Moonlight was, I don't know if it was the best weapon in the Kingsfield series, but basically, in the Kingsfield series, there was this exact same item, the Sword of Moonlight. And it's Large Sword of Moonlight. And it's this big sort of, you know, over your shoulder, slung over your shoulder type weapon. We don't have enough, you know, we don't have enough strength to wield it effectively. But it's a pretty cool weapon in that I think it actually goes through defenses, so even if somebody's blocking, I think it does the full amount of damage, something like that. You can actually see the design, if you look closely, encased in this big, you know, sort of glassy sword, or blade, is a much smaller blade. And I think the extended blade that's coming out of it is actually created by, I don't know, Moonlight something. I think it's upgraded with like Cloudstone, something like that. It's the primary use of Cloudstone is to upgrade this, and I think the Blind, which is actually Selen Vinland's item. So I don't know. I'm ranting, so I'll stop. But pretty cool item. I'll show it off in a bonus video because I'm not going to be able to build up enough strength by the end of this to show off a lot of this stuff we've been getting. But regardless, I'll do my best to show off everything that I can. So next time we will be approaching the Depraved One camp, and we'll be talking to this filthy woman again. So thank you for watching. See you next time.